All right, we got the motor completely done and it's installed back. But I decided I'm going to go ahead and just see if we can get it started a couple times before we start working on the motor and a couple of these other little parts, because that's really the only thing that's going to matter. Is if we can't get this running, it's no biggie. So I went ahead and put the throttle back on. I did do some welding and extend the kicker out. I'll show it up close of that here in a minute. But I think that is a success. So we got a couple more things to weld onto this, and then we're going to work on getting this frame cleaned up and get everything put back on and looking good. So here's the slip on there. I'm not going to touch it. It might be hot. But I did weld a bracket on there to extend the kicker out. And as you see, I'm 245 pounds. I kicked it over with no problem, so that's good. But should fold in. When the exhaust is where it should be, it doesn't touch. But overall, I think we're heading the right direction. Hey, I consider that a win. So we're on the upside with this. I'm going to go ahead and put the slip-on completely on, get a couple things mocked up. I'm going to go ahead and put the slip-on completely on, get a couple things mocked up. I'm going to have to put one more front header pipe mount on there, and I'm going to make some mounts to hold the fenders. But for right now, we can go ahead and after we get that one mount on, everything else will be good because they're going to be independent parts. So what we're going to be doing is going over the quick progress, the quick changes that we've got, a couple little parts that we got in the mail for the Blaster hybrid project, and we're going to see where that machine is going. We're going to see what the progress is, and we're going to just take a quick little look at it today and make a quick little video over where we're at. So right here we have the XFR rear bumper. That's going to be a replacement for the one that we don't have. So that's going to be getting on there. We did get a airbox lid cover, a new one, and we also have a gripper seat cover for the Blaster. So these things right here are going to just be a couple minor items that we have. They're going to help us get this project move forward. Now we got a couple things in the back of the truck, and we're going to get out there real quick. All right, let's get out here into the back of the truck. That tailgate open. All right, we got some tires. So these are the tires that came on it. Got new stems put in it. The front tires have plenty of meat, plenty of life left on them, so we're not really worrying about those. I did take the tires, blast them, powder coat them in aluminum silver look. So if you're gonna, what I'm gonna try to do is upload some footage of what they used to look like. I don't know if I took any pictures, but we're going to get these out of the back of the truck and talk about those. So we have the tires and the rims out of the truck, and they're just sitting out here. I sprayed them off with the water hose to get that little, sludge that they use to mount the tires back on, that kind of lube, grease, whatever it is. But, so what we have here are the rear. These are 18 by 10 by 8. They are MX Tracks racing tires. They look real good. Have a nice aggressive tread pattern on them. They're pretty light. They're going to fit well on here. So why did I go with 18s? I went with 18s because I have used 18s on my other quads, being these. I'm running 18s on the rear of my YFZ WR478 hybrid and on the rear of the Raptor 125 Pink Edition of my daughter's. I have not gotten to get 18s onto my son's Raptor 250. Only reason they're not there is because these tires have plenty of life left, and there's no need to just buy tires for no reason. However, I thought about just switching and putting the 18s on here. The problem is that I decided not to do that because these are steel wheels and they're a little bit heavier than the aluminums, and I just wanted to go ahead and stick with the aluminums. And I like the way that the OEM Yamaha ones of that year have that rolled bead on them, making them a little bit stronger. But so far we have a lot of things coming, a lot of things going on, and let's take a look at the machine. So yes, we do have a bit of a mess. However, we do have the motor and radiator and hoses and everything completely installed. I have to do some carb work because I can kick it over and get it to start with like starting fluid. However, it doesn't do the same, and I have to work on my O-ring because I'm spitting oil out of the exhaust. So all these things are going to get taken care of in prior videos, but just want to take a quick little look. This isn't a K&N filter. K&N filter has been cleaned and sprayed out, so that's why I wanted to go ahead and put the lid on. We have plenty of parts down here that we're going to get sandblasted. We're going to get powder coated. We're going to get a new seat cover put on there. We're going to work on the rear swing arm. That's when I'll get the same sandblasted, powder coated. Here is one already blasted, and the foot lever already blasted, but I'm really loving it. So once again, it is super bright out here. I'm sorry I'm not looking at the camera. However, if you want to know why I decided to go powder coating everything, is because this is one of the other things I like about powder coating. These wheels, it is about what, 4 o'clock? These wheels were in the oven and done at about 2:30. So 2:30, I took the final wheel out of the oven for the final bake. Took me a couple hours. So as I stated, I blasted them all over some days. I put 2 coats of the silver on them, baked them for about 4 minutes until they flashed and flowed out. Put the second coat on, did the same thing, let it cool down, put the clear on them, baked them for a full 20 to 25 minutes after they hit temperature. Temperature was 375. After I took the final one out, I went inside, told my kids, hey, let's get some clothes on. We're going to run to the shop real quick, see about getting these wheels put on. And then here they are. Same day, everything was done. Paint would have never been like this, and it would have never been as durable. So that's about the end of the video for right now. I'm going to probably get that seat cover on, show a little clip of that, put that rear bumper on there, show a little clip of that, and we're going to be done with this one. So I hope it's not picking up too much noise from my son, but tires are stacked up and they're going to look great with that aluminum look onto them. We have the airbox on, grab bar on the rear, looking good and clean back there. And here is the gripper seat cover, all installed and looking good. Yeah, it looks real good, sleek. It's gonna look good on there. All right, it is hot out here and sweaty, and I'm sweating. But all right, everyone, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and we're gonna keep working on this. Hopefully in the next couple of days I can get the front A-arms completely done. And once those A-arms are done, we're gonna get the A-arms and the front tires back on, and then I can work on the rear swing arm, axle, and get everything reassembled. Then once I get it back, the final thing I'm thinking I'm gonna need is to get a custom sprocket made by my boy Sean Moore, and we're gonna go from there.